So, basically, back onto. Well, not back on. This is the. This is a new video anyway. But so I just thought I'd go into the satanic Disney and just say Satanism in general, really, and just exposing all what you thought was good in the world is actually a lie, pretty much. Like, this shit is so obvious to see. For example, I'm using this Tinkerbell gender load of crap, with the stars. See the star there? Right there, I'm pointing to it there. That is a satanic symbol, the Baphomet symbol. It's actually in the shape of the Baphomet horns. They just turned it to a different angle. Doesn't matter, it's the same fucking symbol. Same shit. Got a little flying fairy, which is very faggy, very, very faggy feeling. Like, this looks like a little boy as well. Look at a massive head on it. Women don't have massive heads and little skinny arms. That's what a bloke has. Men have things like that. And you'll see the common thing with Disney is that they push transgender bullshit on kids as well. So, like, with the Disney princesses, I'll show you that as well. I'll show you with this Disney Prince business. Yeah, I was going into this. I'm going to go into this in a minute as well. This is also Disney as well. Transgender Olivia Rodrigo. You see the chin on it and the jawline. That is fucking. That jawline, you could cut a fucking steak with that jawline. You could fucking. That's Superman. That's like, you seen Superman with the jawline of Superman with a giant chin? That is what that thing there has got, because that is what Disney does. Transgender, Baphomet worshipping. That's what it is. Another thing I'm going to point out to you is the Disney princesses, which are all transgenders. Ugh, what the fuck is it? Look at this straight along. Look how wide, how broad they are, and then look at their jaws. Look at their heads. Big time trannies. That's what they are. And you know what? I'm quite sick of people not. I'm not sick of. There's some really good videos out there, but I'm gonna be making my own because I get to the fucking point and I says things exactly how they are, and I don't talk no shit. Everything's solid truth, and there's always evidence to prove as well. By the way. So you've got. Ugh, look at that. That's like a literal bloke. Little boy, little men's. Disney. If you look at the Disney logo, you got 6, 6, 6. That's not how you spell a D. How do you spell D's like that? It's a 6, a backward 6. 6, 6, 6. This shit isn't fucking popular for no reason, and it ain't popular anyway. It's a hunk of shit, and it's all fucking Freemasonry. It's all illusions. That's how they got people to watch this shit for so fucking long. And I never fucking watches it anyway, but do you know what I mean? This shit, you gotta realise this world is built upon Satanism. That's what this world is built upon. And you'll start noticing that every little things you wouldn't even batter an eyelid to, are all Freemasonic and they're all satanic. That's what Freemasonry is, by the way. It's Satanism. So I'm gonna cut to the chase. I'm just gonna say Satanist. Satanism. When I says things, I'm not gonna say I'm cutting the bullshit, because that's what Freemasonry is, just a cover up for Satanism. But yeah, 666. And notice this. I'm gonna show you another photo, which Disney loves having. And other films as well have these, but you got to realise all these films are all tied in together. They're not Disney and Hollywood and government and council and BBC and ABC, news, media. All of it's Satanism. All of it Satanism. All the same shit. They want one world order in this world, and they've already done it. So it's not like they're planning on it. They've already done it. They've been doing this shit for centuries. And I'll show you the checkerboard that they use they love using in Disney, and I'll tell you why they love using checkerboard in Disney. Yeah, they never fucking shoot. Yeah, not there. Disney. And they always try and cover their tracks when they're literally pushing this shit out there anyway, but then don't want people knowing about it when it's out there. It's like, why are you fucking doing it then? Why are you putting out that why are you making this shit? And then going, oh no, you're fucking making it. Why are you making it in the first place? You know? And now they're not fucking showing you now. I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen videos of people going to Disneyland and the floor inside the Disney castle. Oh, I hate it. I don't want to see it. It makes me fucking sick talking about them. But the floor inside the Disney castle is checkerboard floor. And they push his kids. They push his own kids. Because guess what? Every cunt that fucking created Disney and created anything else that's satanic in this world are all paedophiles because they practice paedophilia. I'm going to show you a disgusting innit down from the Talmud, and the Talmud is another satanic book. That's what that is, and I'm going to show you what they write in the Talmud. I did some screenshots. This is a website that so anyway, read this, right? I'm going to use my clicker. So, it says, I'm whispering because obviously I've got people I live with in the house, so they're making a bit of noise, but you should be able to hear me on my mic. But, if you read here, see if I can highlight it actually. Get a highlighter and I'll show you what they says in their Talmud. Our rabbis taught, in the case of a male child, a young one is not regarded as on par with an old one, but a young beast is treated as an old one. Pedestry with a child below 9 years of age, is not deemed as pedestry with a child above that. So they're saying they can be paedophiles they can rape young children and that. That's what it says in the Talmud. A child below 3 years old is not treated as a child above that. So they're saying that they can get with people, with children, and that's fine, apparently. I don't know why they want to do that shit anyway. They are seriously fucked up. I honestly don't. And then they tries to cover their tracks, and it's like, why are you writing this shit anyway? Why is it even being? And they goes, oh, that's not. We didn't write. You did write that, and why would it be mistaken for that anyway? Why is that anything? If you're writing something decent, why would it even ever be mistaken for that anyway? Do you know what I mean? It's disgusting. You're all fucking paedophiles, and the proof is so. You've just always been paedophiles for everything, Disney and all that. And they're always going on about P. Diddy. Don't be listening to that nonsense, because they're all fucking nonsense in Hollywood, and they're all fucking ugly little aliens. They're all ugly little Satanist aliens, every last fucking one of them. That's just a fucking deception. That's leading people astray from the truth yet again, trying to make people go around in circles all the time, when the whole of Hollywood is satanic, and it's always been satanic. That's what Hollywood means. Hollywood means the wood of a holly tree, which they make wands out of. It's all witchcraft, it's all satanic. That's why in Disney they always got someone with a wand, waving a wand around, because it's all satanic. And they fucking they pushes this shit on children because they're bloody paedophiles. That's why they push it on kids. Obsessed with kids. And all these YouTube channels as well. People think YouTube ain't involved in it. It's fucking massive, big time involved in fucking all of this shit. And like all these ugly freaks like Jake Paul and all that, they always used to target kids all the time. They always used to. And guess where Jake Paul came from? Guess where Logan Paul came from? Disney. They started out on Disney Channel, just like that fucking one there. Disney Channel. This one is in cahoots with Freemasonry, which is also Disney. That's William Shakespeare, the fucking ugly just obviously a Satanist. There's evidence of this. Literally pointing to his one eye there. But yeah, as I was saying, like the Jake Paul and Logan Paul, why they always target children all the time. They're always targeting children. KSI, he's a fucking ugly cretin Freemason as well. Because he's in with Britain's Got Talent now with the star symbolism because he's a Satanist. Why is that talentless fuck ending up on TV? Because he's a Freemason, that's why, and the evidence is all out there. They're getting millions of subscribers, and you know, it's just so plain as fucking day. Most of this world is satanic. You gotta realise that. Even the littlest of things are satanic. So what do you think the main higher-ups are? Very fucking bad. Very satanic. The littlest of things are satanic in this world, so they're definitely Satanists, and the evidence is all in front of you because it's hidden in plain sight. That's what Freemasonry is. And yeah, as I said about the YouTubers, they're always targeting kids all the time. Whereas grown-ass men making videos and going, "Hey guys, buy my merch, watch my videos," all this fucking paedophilia, and parents just let their kids watch it. These grown ass men target kids with this content for kids, this brain rot for kids, and they act like it's normal when it literally reads in the Talmud, which is the book that they read, that they're paedophiles and they can have sex with children. That's they like talking about it, but that's what they write in their book that they read. So all these nonsense, like all these YouTubers that are popular YouTubers, they're all nonsense. Why else do they target everything at kids all the time? And they're all from Disney Channel as well. No one does give a single shit about them anyway, but they only got where they've got because they haven't got anywhere though. That's the thing, it's all illusions. They don't, as I said, it's just all illusions. Like, everything is just lies. It's all lies. See this? Thou shalt not. Look. So I'm going to save that. Save. You've just read that, hopefully, because I had that on for a while, so hopefully you've been reading that. I ain't fucking reading it, because it's disgusting, I don't want to fucking read it. I can't honestly be asked. But I have read it already, and one time's a fucking enough, thanks. And this here is another one. Oh, here's, look at this. Look at this. This is fucking gross. I'll show you now. So, here we go. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Go back. There. This is just, like, why are they wanting to do this shit? Anyway, look at this. Boys between 3 and 0 are not men and can be used for sex without sin. That's what they're saying in the Talmud. That's what the Talmud is saying, and they've tried to cover their tracks since then. But the thing, why are you fucking writing that in the fucking beginning? You've wrote that. Why would someone make up that you've wrote that shit? There's transcripts and books and writings of you saying this shit, and you do it all the time within your little cults, within government. There's a literal site for thousands of counsellors and school governors that are paedophiles, and there's thousands of them, thousands of our convicted paedophiles. But you gotta realise the court system is all Masonic as well, because it's fucking bullshit. It's all lies. No one's in charge of this world. No one's running this world. There's no laws. There's no rules. Do you know what I mean? It's all nonsense. But all these counsellors are paedophiles, and there's a site, and I'll show you the site. And look. How disgusting. That's what's said in the Talmud. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just fucking... like, why is that being said? Why, and I'm gonna show you this, there's a really good site, and I'm gonna show you this site. It's a fucking brilliant site. Oh, I can't remember what it's called now. Council 427, something like that. 1 second. This is a world order. This is a world system. They want a one world government, and they don't know they want it. They already have it. All the governments are they're all one big government. There's all one big government in this world. Government in its entirety is evil. Why are you trying to govern people? Why are you trying to control what people do? Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? You deform. You're a fucking inbred deform. I don't give a flying fuck what you are. Do you know what I mean? And I don't pay attention to these cunts anyway. Oh, because as I said, anything that's trying to govern people and control people is evil. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Why ain't people just calling things what they are? Why ain't people cutting to the chase? Governing people is fucking evil. Why are you trying to govern people? You can't govern people. You can't control people. You can only control yourself in this world. So why are you trying to govern people? Government is fucking evil, and it's evil anyway. So of course we're gonna start finding out that they're fucking Satanists, because they're fucking fucked up anyway for trying to govern people. Fucking weird, innit? I'm trying to find you this fucking site. Obviously they're trying to hide it. Let me just get my phone a minute and I'll get it up. Let me just pause this a second. Labour 25, that's it. Now this is some good exposure right here, and you'll like this. Oh, this is brilliant. You know, I just want to show you this site because it's fucking, it's just disgusting. And as I says, like, the thing is, I just hate having to talk about this shit. I seriously just it's just gross. I don't buy. This is exposure, and this is what you need to know about your council, because they're all paedophiles. The Prime Minister of fucking what? What's the fucking Prime Minister? What the hell? It's just bullshit. It's just words. It don't mean jack shit to me. It means just as much. It has just as much substance or fucking importance or realness as a thin air. That's what all government is. Just nonsense. It's just a construct. It's an illusion. Just like everything else, it's a lie. It's just bullshit. It's not even bullshit because it's got zero substance. It's got no substance. It's thin air. It's thin air. That's all it is. And as I said, if you're trying to govern people, you're trying to tell people what they can and cannot do, you're a fucking weirdo and you're evil. It's as simple as that. So it don't surprise me that they're doing disgusting fucking things like this, because they've got no rules, they've got no morals, they've got none of that. But they like to preach and pretend like they do and try and tell other people what they can and cannot do. When the actual council within itself and the government within itself is all paedophiles and is all Satanists, and they go around sacrificing people, drinking out of skulls, bathing in blood, killing babies, raping children, sodomizing, sex trafficking, and they have a cheek to try and preach to people and say what we can, try and say, oh no, when they're all doing this shit, they're actually criminals. The actual police is 33 in numerology. Police, right, is 33 in numerology. 33 is the Freemasons. Freemasonry is Satanism. The police are Satanists, and they're paedophiles. as well, because obviously they are that's what is within Satanism, paedophilia. The Talmud, which is a satanic book, talks about how they are paedophiles pretty much, and that's okay to be a paedophile apparently. Uh, the actual point to the matter is that the point is, right, it just makes me sick. I hate having to talk about it, but don't shoot the messenger at the end of the day. This is exposure. This is just, this needs to be said, and people need to fucking know about it, because I've had enough of people not fucking listening to me when I'm given such hardcore fucking evidence. And not only that, but the evidence is right in front of you anyway. Like, when people go around, they're chatting, and they're going, oh, did you hear about the new Prime Minister? What the fuck's a prime? What the fuck are you on about? What the fuck are you, why are you, what's a Prime Minister? Like, I don't even want to talk about it. It feels like I'm invoking some spirit or something. And that's all bullshit as well, like invoking spirits and that. And I'm not saying I don't believe in the supernatural, because I actually have evidence of supernatural activity. I have actual evidence, and I'm going to do a video on that actually one day. I'll do a video on that. But that's aside from what's going on there. You always hear people going, oh, the new Prime Minister, and I'm like, oh, that Prime Minister's a Freemason. He actually thinks it has some power. Like, what is power in this world? There is no such thing. There is no such thing as power. There's no such thing as controlling anything other than your own vessel, your own body. You can only control and ever have full control over yourself, nothing else. If anything's trying to govern anything and trying to control the people, it's fucking evil, plain and simple. That fucking ugly cunt. I don't care who it is. If you ever look at the Prime Ministers, they're always ugly fucks. They look dead. They have no soul, because they are not of human race. They are they're some alien. They're an alien. Anyone who's high up in government are aliens. And you look at these, what the fuck is that? And I'm going to show you this site. You could go look at it yourself. It's called Labour 25. So go search it up and have a look at it, because it goes into all the councillors, right? These are people that people follows, apparently. Brain dead fucking people, that is. Follows and says, oh, the councillor, this and that, universal credit, like getting money and that, and like, that's all council, government money. Money's bullshit. There's no way of determining whether you own anything in this world. You only own yourself. You only own yourself in this world. And it's as simple as that. It's all Freemasonry. Freemasonry tries to run the fucking world and just spell cast with their illusions. Illusion, what does illusion mean? Not real. That's what an illusion means. Not real. Completely not real. Let's see all these councillors. They're all paedophiles. Look. This one. And it goes on and on and on and on. Another one. Councillors are paedophiles. Look at that one. Looks like he's been microwaved. Looks like a fucking bad fucking some outbreak of I don't know what happened. This looks like a literal pancake put into a fucking microwave. And they're putting that. Oh, this is another one you'll find gross. Why is this a thing? Why, like, no, it's a coincidence that all these councillors are paedophiles. I wonder why. Because they're fucking Satanists, Baphomet worshippers, and their book that they read says that they can. It's not that it says that they can. That's what they want to do. That's literally how fucked up they are. They're evil. They're evil, plain and simple. They're evil. And I know a lot of people don't want to believe that evil exists in this world, and I know evil is in itself an illusion, but evil is a real fucking thing in this world. It is a real fucking thing, and you need to be on your guard, and you need to have discernment. There is evil in this world, big time, and it's dressed and veiled and covered up as innocent. But there's always signs, there's always symbolisms and signs with these Masons, because that's how they work. They don't exist without being subliminal, because you're their target. Freemasonry and Satanism is destruction on humanity. Government is a destruction on humanity. They're never out to help you. They're against you. They never give you anything. They only take from you. They never gives you nothing. They take from you. That's all they do. It's a taking system. It's a destruction on humanity. So people go along with their lives going, it don't apply to me. Of course it applies to you. You're part of society. You're a member of society. It's directly in question with you. You're in direct target to them. You're part of the society. You're part of their plans of destruction on humanity. That's why they're pushing the AI and transhumanism agenda, because that's another way of killing off the human race. Because eventually they want the world to be ran by robots. Therefore, no humans are left. Look at the faggot agenda. If everyone's gay, where are all the babies coming from? That's another way of stopping the human race, killing off the human race very, very sneakily, and it's just so sinister. And everyone goes along with it, going, it's normal. They think it's normal because they've been brainwashed to think it's normal. Simple as that. Because that's how Masons work. The Exeter City Councillor, I don't give a fuck what they are. They're not. Councillor means nothing to me. It's just a word. You know, It don't surprise me that they're disgusting like this, because they're trying to govern people. So, you know, as I said, like, ask anybody on the street, do you want government? Do you want to be governed? Do you want police? They'll all say no. Majority of the population do not want it and never ask for it. And when you go and you say, oh, who put the government there? Who's put the government there? And they go, the people. No, we fucking never. We've never once. I am the people. I am the people. I'm one of the people. And I say no to government. And I never wanted it. And I want it to fuck off. And I don't give a fuck if it's there or not, because it's not real. It's not real. And they're going to come at you with firearms and all this stuff. Well, we'll fucking get ourselves firearms and we'll fight back. Simple as that. And they goes, oh, the people put... No, the fucking people never. The people never put this bullshit there. People never. Ask anybody. No one wants government. Everyone hates the police. So that's the truth of the matter. And you get some retards that are like worshipping the police. Oh, do you know what I mean? And all I can say is sorry, but you are a retard. If you are respecting the police or any of this shit, you are a utter retard, because you have zero discernment in this world, and you're not realising and looking and seeing the checkerboard symbolism that the police have. The 33rd degree, they're 33rd degree Freemasons. That's what police is in numerology. 33 in numerology. Go look it up. Get a numerology chart. Get one of these. Let me show you. Get one of these. Yeah, as I said, get one of these. Oh, not this shit. Fuck's sake. Get yourself one of these charts here. And you can go and go find out for yourself. You know, go look into it, because just get one of these charts. Police equals 33 in numerology, and 33 is of the Freemasons. So police are Satanists. Oh, big surprise there. Big fucking surprise that the police that try and govern people are Satanists. They're fucking schizophrenic, twisted aliens, fallen angels, Los Angeles, where they have Hollywood, the wood of a holly tree used to make wands. Satanism. Los Angeles, lost angels, fallen angels. That's that's a hidden term. But yeah, get yourself one of these numerology charts, and you can calculate for yourself. Calculate for yourself, you know. Go look for it for your fucking self. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, police, they drive around in their cars all the time, flashing their little lights about and their little sirens and all that shit. And trying to tell people off when they're fucking obvious admitting Freemason Satanists, and they have a cheek to go around and try and telling people you've done this wrong, or this is a crime what you've just done, when they are the biggest criminals going. The biggest criminals are the ones that are enforcing the laws, the ones that are trying to make out that there's laws in this world and there's rules in this world. Illusions, Freemasonry. In itself, it's all just Satanism. It's all Freemasonry. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit, and it all just says it's hidden. It just all explains itself. It's just obvious as plain as day to someone who's actually got one brain cell. At least one brain cell. That's all it takes. One brain cell. Just have one. At least one brain cell. It don't take a genius to have just some discernment. Just to have some, like, yeah, this just goes on forever and ever. Oh, this will make you sick as well. And most of these are Jewish as well. These are all Jewish people. That's it. There. No, look at this one. Oh, they makes me sick. They're very evil people. The government are very, very evil. Obviously, because they're trying to govern people. Of course they're evil. But they're disgusting. They're disgusting. Disgusting, evil. And there's always going to be signs because you're indirectly in question. You're directly their target. Because it's destruction on humanity. That's what all this Freemasonry and Satanism is. They are not of humans. They're not humans. None of these are humans. And yeah, there's always going to be signs because you're being targeted by them. They're against you. They're completely against you because no one asked for them. No one wants them. Ask anybody who's actually real and doesn't work for the state. Ask them. They don't want government. So who the fuck put government there? They fucking put it there themselves, and they try to act like it's a real thing. It's not fucking real. It's bullshit. Like, look at this. Jewish labourer, paedophile counsellor and head teacher raped the youngster repeatedly over a period of 3 years. This fucking monstrosity of evil. Why is it being employed anyway? Look how evil it looks. They're deliberately, and I had it in my fucking school. They hired this Jewish fucking tranny looking evil cunt to work as a head teacher in my old primary school. And she ended up she was on BBC News and that. Oh, BBC News, Freemasonry. She was on BBC News because she was harassing teachers and students, and I reckon, and obviously, I no doubt she was a paedophile as well because she's working with kids. Paedophile. It's just disgusting. It's so obvious to see as well. If you just have a little bit of discernment in this world, it's so obvious to see. But I've had experiences as well. I've been through shit. I've been through a lot of shit before. Do you know what I mean? And look at this. A Jewish Labour Council and a head teacher raped a child for 3 years. So people that's working in schools, people that's working with children, or there's paedophiles working around children all day long because it's a perfect job for them. And they're employing them on purpose because the schools within themselves are their indoctrination paedophile camps. That's what they are. That's what schools are, because they're you know, they're just created by government Freemasonry, Satanism, and they're just disgusting. And I was put through these places when I was younger. I actually ended up leaving. Luckily, I ended up dropping out of secondary school in my in year 9. I left because I had such bad. I'm not going to go into it, but I ended up leaving, and I've never been to school since. And as soon as I left, that's when I woke up on everything. That's when I woke up on everything, about everything. I've always been a very intelligent kid my whole life. I've always been very intuitive. I've always questioned things and that, and I'm very proud of myself, and I'm happy that I've had that. I'm so happy. I'm so thankful to myself. The only person I've ever have to thank in my whole life is myself. I don't have to thank nobody else. No reason for it. I don't need to do that. I'm the one who's got myself through shit. I'm the one who's woke myself up. And at the end of the day, it goes the same for anybody else. You have to wake up for yourself. That is how it works. You have to question things with your own brain. That's the whole point. You need to have an open mind and stop falling into all these obvious traps that are being put in place on purpose for you to fall into. And these sites which get covered up by obviously the satanic Microsoft system and Google system and YouTube system. I'll tell you a way of noticing when something's truth and when something's not, and I'm gonna go into how to notice the major red flags of a shill channel. A shill channel is a control position channel, or anything control position for that matter. It don't need to be a channel, someone in the media. Medea, Greek goddess of illusion. Media, illusion, bullshit. Media's all bullshit, all spellcasting, all Freemasonry. And I'm going to show you the signs of a shill control opposition channel on YouTube. And I'll show you the signs to this. And I'll show you the signs of a truth channel. Here's a good channel here, Brian Harvey. He's not been on for a couple months, but this is such a brilliant channel. And you notice these things with this guy's channel. He's got barely any subscribers and barely any views because he's a truth channel. Truth channels that speak the truth get no promotion from YouTube because YouTube is Freemasonic. So if you're talking about Freemasonry, do you think YouTube's going to be promoting you? Fuck no. Fucking no. If you're going along with the agendas, which is the only free speech they ever support, which is free speech that they support is whatever goes along with their agenda. So that's not fucking free speech, is it? That is not free speech. I don't know what fucking they're fucking on about there. They think if they lie enough, people's actually gonna fucking start believing in the fucking lies. That's what they fucking think. That's not how it fucking works, sorry. That's not how it fucking works. The only freedom of speech any of these fake platforms, any of these media platforms support is anything that goes along with their agendas. If you're going along with the agendas on YouTube, if you've got a YouTube channel and it's playing along with the script, it's playing along with any agenda that's going, any satanic agenda that's going, you'll get promoted, you'll get a little verification tick on your channel, you'll get millions or hundreds of thousands of views in a couple fucking hours, you'll get that. If you dares to talk any fucking ounce of truth, you will get shadow banned, deleted, and silenced to fuck. That's what will happen if you ever speak any truth on YouTube, on any media platform. There's some media platforms out there, because you got to realise the internet's a massive thing, so there's a lot of platforms out there that don't censor you. So go on them platforms if you want to. Don't go on YouTube, because YouTube, all you'll get on YouTube is shill after shill after shill, and anything else is not worth your time, because being kept on YouTube. If anything's worth your time, it's already been deleted. It's already been shadow banned and deleted. If anything's worth you actually watching, you can bet your anything that is not even on there. And even if it's on there, you ain't gonna find it because the algorithm's fake on YouTube and it's been completely hidden from your view. You're not even gonna know about it. You're gonna have no knowledge of it. You're gonna still be asleep. You're never gonna find it. The only shit you're gonna find on YouTube is what YouTube promotes. Not only, right, do they fake the algorithm and push truthful videos to the back of the site where no one can ever find them, not only do they do that, they also delete videos. They delete people's videos and shadow ban people's videos, people's truth exposure evidence videos. They'll delete them. Not only can people not get any attention, look at this guy's channel. Look at it, can barely even get any views. This is how I know he's legit. This is how I know this guy here, Brian Harvey, is legit. He's speaking the truth. He's bang on for him. Exactly like me with the on the page of being awake. He knows everything about the Freemasonry. I hope he goes back on his channel as well because his videos are brilliant. And as I said, if you speak truth on YouTube, and I noticed, do you know what they did to this guy's channel? They shadow banned his videos. He had some lives on there and they've been deleted. A lot of his lives and his other videos have been deleted. YouTube has gone onto his channel and deleted his videos because he's talking the truth. They'll keep a paedophile like Shane Dawson. Shane Dawson, right, is a paedophile. He's a paedophile and he's also assaulted and abused animals. This YouTuber, Shane Dawson, right, does he get taken off YouTube? Does this freak get shadow banned and deleted? No. YouTube promotes this one because YouTube is sinister and it is in cahoots with this one. So of course YouTube will promote it. If someone like Brian Harvey is on there speaking truth, complete truth, exposing, and he's fully awake, he's seeing with his own eyes, thinking for himself, nothing bad about any of his videos, nothing at all. Shadow banned. No money's going into it. He's not making any money from his videos because he's not physically getting enough views to make any money. He's not accumulating barely anything that this shill, this vagabond, is getting there. Look at it. It's nonsense. If you dare to watch this shit, you're in a world of hurt. You're in a world of hurt. By the way, these are just old subscriptions from ages ago. I'm meaning to unsubscribe from a lot of these. Some of these are alright, but a lot of these, YouTube is a waste of your fucking time. Look at this freak. Remember when it was coming out saying, Shane Dawson's been cancelled because he's a paedophile and all this evidence came out? That shit was online for years. That shit's been online for years. Why has this freak got so many fucking millions of subscribers? Because he's a Satanist. He's a Satanist. That's why. Do you not and people still go along thinking that YouTube ain't involved in it. Of course YouTube's involved with it. YouTube's owned by Google. And Google and YouTube are just all Freemasonry owned. They're all owned by government. They're all owned by the same shit. They're all off the same tree. Branch off the same fucking tree. And if you dare to talk any truth on this site, you'll just be torn to pieces. You'll be torn to shreds. I've had it before when I was on Twitter, and I'm having it now when I'm on YouTube. I can't even get 50 views on a video. I'll never, and you know what? I like that because I know that what I'm saying is legit. I know, right? If I was to get the fact that I'm getting no views shows that what I'm saying is the truth, because you only get loads of views on YouTube if you're talking shit and if you're going along with all the government agendas. If you're going along with the government agendas and you're programming people, you're brain rotting people in any way, shape or form, you will get promoted by YouTube, you'll get promoted by TikTok, you'll get promoted by Twitter, Instagram, Media, Illusion, Medea, Greek goddess of illusion, bullshit, that's what media is. If you're going along with any of these agendas, you'll get promoted. You'll get But you have to be a Freemason to have all this, to have 18.7 million. How the fuck is this one? And I'm very happy though, to be honest, because this one used to have like over 20 million. He's lost a good over. I'm gonna say he's lost 3 million or more subscribers, and that's fucking brilliant. And I'm glad people. That's a good chunk of people there, and I'm happy. I'm not happy enough, no, but film and TV agent. Yeah, this one would have gone into Hollywood. This one would have gone into Hollywood. They've shoved it on YouTube because it's another branch off of their tree. It's to make them look like they're differentiated and there's different, and you know, it's separate from each other. No, it's not separate from each other. It's all the same thing. It's deception. There's no rules in this world, so these cunts can go along deceiving the masses, and they'll never be brought up on it because there is no rules in this world. They can be going along lying to you for ages and ages and ages. You're the one who's to blame for believing in it. Can you believe? Do you know what I'm saying? So this is why it's so important for you to have discernment in this world, because there's no rules in this world. There's no rules. The whole construct of law, the whole construct of council is Masonic. It's lies. It's bullshit. There are no laws. These cunts are just lying to you. Anyone could be lying to you, and it's your job to have discernment and to not listen to the lies. It's your job. You specifically, your job to have discernment and to not listen to it, because there are no rules. There's nothing stopping these cunts from going around lying. I have no control. We have only got control of our own vessels, our own bodies. So what you need to do is to have discernment and stop listening to this nonsense, and be able to know when someone is a shill, when they're a control position, when they're a Mason. It's very obvious because there's always signs. That's how they work. There's always signs and symbolisms because that's how they fucking work. They're in question with you, and they're in the destruction of humanity. So there's always, of course, there's going to be signs because they want to destruct you. They want to destruct humanity. That is their aim. There's no other reason why they are doing the things that they do. So of course there is going to be signs and symbolisms and evidence, of course. Why else are people waking up on it? Do you remember as well when there was all this bullshit coming out about Shane Dawson being cancelled? How's he been where? Where's he been cancelled to? Because it looks like to me he's still fucking on there. He's still slithering about. The little snake is still fucking slithering about. And did you know as well Shane Dawson's Jewish? Oh, big surprise there. Big fucking surprise. That is shocking. I've never heard such a surprise. How shocking is that? I can't believe that he's Jewish. That's mad. I'm so shocked. That's sarcasm, by the way. Yep, that was a bit of sarcasm for you. Of course I'm not surprised this one's Jewish. Of course I'm not. Practices the Talmud, which says you can rape little children. Practices that. This reads the Talmud. That's what Jews. This one is Jewish. You can see he's ginger as well. Fucking a freak like this. Why would anyone pay attention? I used to watch this cunt as well back in the day. I'm not gonna lie, because the fact, and I've got no reason to have to. That's good evidence. That's what I'm trying to explain. He targets kids. As a child, I used to watch this nonsense when I was little. And I used to watch this cunt as well. This shit, Jake Paul. They all come from Disney. YouTube's Disney. YouTube is ABC, Disney, BBC, Hollywood, all the same thing. They target children. My parents obviously didn't protect me enough when I was younger and just let me go on let me literally have a Satan's device, which is an iPad or a tablet or whatever it was, a phone, and watch this shit. You notice how whenever you buy a phone, it's already got YouTube downloaded onto it, or it's got Google downloaded onto it. Without you know, it just shows you shouldn't be buying these phones to begin with. You shouldn't be buying these things to begin with. I'm not going to click on this cunt's channel because I don't want to give it any views. I'm not going to be doing that. But you could just see from the key. Oh, look at that, a hand sign. The devil hand sign. Shocking, that is. I didn't expect them to be throwing out hand signs. Like nobody's fucking business. Chucking them up in the air. This is just YouTube promoting a paedophile Freemason, which that's all that they do. That's all YouTube is for. Destruction on humanity. I'm a human. Destruction on me. I used to be targeted by this one. I used to watch this disgusting, stinky channel when I was little because I was being brainwashed by it. I was being nonced around. I've had to go through some shit in my life, I swear down. When you wake up, you'll be as angry as me. You will be. You're only not angry because you're not awake. People that ain't angry about these things are the people that are asleep. Simple as that. 53 million Jeffree Star. Satanic symbol. Star. Fucking tranny, look at it. It's a fucking transgender dressing up as a woman. Like, and as I said, right, there are no rules in this world. There are no laws in this world. So, yes, someone can go and dress up as a woman, but why would someone want to dress up as a woman anyway? You cannot be anything biologically other than what you're born as. You're living a lie. It's the only reason they ever push transgenderism on the people is because it's a Baphomet and Luciferian agenda. That's what it is. That's what faggotry is. That's what sodomy is. And that's what the transgender agenda is as well. It's all to do with the devil. It's all Satanist stuff. There's always to do with Satanism. It's all spawned from that. As I said, there's no rules in this world. There's no barricades. There's nothing stopping these cunts from lying to you. So you, in fact, you are to blame if you are listening to this shit. You are to blame if you are believing and paying attention to this nonsense and watching this shit. You are to blame. That's the only way I can say it to you. That's the only way I can say it. You have the control in your own body. The only control you have in this world is in yourself. To have discernment, to be awake and to think for yourself and to see what's right in front of you. And as I said, I've just explained that these are all Satanists. I've gone and shown you evidence. There's a very good video. I posted it on my YouTube channel of this guy called Alton Childs, and he goes and he shows evidence and he goes right in depth about all of it, and he exposes and explains all of it. So please watch that as well. But I'll be doing more videos anyway, so I'll be showing you more evidence. Right now, it's just obviously it's all so much to talk about that there's no point in me just doing one massive video, and I can do one massive video, but I'm going to need more videos than that, you know what I mean? And yeah, the one thing about Alton Childs is he speaks the truth, right? But he talks about Jesus Christ and how he follows Jesus Christ and that, and as I said, I don't trust any religion in this world. And they always do push the Christ thing, and I've already debunked all of Christianity. Christianity is just nonsense. They literally say that God created everything, therefore God created Satan. So are you trying to say that God is Satan? Is that what it is? Do you know what I mean? Just because someone comes along and says, oh, Jesus Christ this and all this shit, I ain't going to be buying it. I don't give a fuck about religion. It's all satanic. All religions are satanic. And they're not real. They're just illusions. They're not fucking real. I don't pay attention to none of it. But that's the one thing I was saying about the Alton Childs video. I don't reckon the guy, he's speaking truth on that video. It's just truth. There's evidence to back up the truth, obviously. So yeah, he speaks 99% truth. And then he's going on about Jesus Christ. But I reckon that's just because people want something to... I don't know. he needs to. You know, that's the bit that you just gotta be on the fence. You know, with that whole thing, he needs to realise that Jesus Christ and all that. He was 33 when he died. 33 for Freemasonry. And I couldn't. Why are we being made to worship this one man anyway? I'm not being made. I'm not being made to do jack shit. I'm in control of my own body, and no one's running this fucking world. No one's running it. There's no one in charge. There are no laws. There's no rules. It's all illusions. It's all lies. So, I've got no reason to have to worship anything. Not at all. No way. I'm not going to worship something that I've never seen. You know what I mean? And there's so much evidence towards... I do not like Christianity at all. I don't like Catholicism. I don't like any religion. All religions are cults. They're all cultist. And they all bottle down to Satanism. That's all that it is. I've got a lozenge in my mouth, by the way. That's why I keep making funny sounds. But yeah. This is, I'll be making more videos anyway. So, yeah. Demon in my house. Yeah, you're the fucking demon. You pig. You're the fucking demon in your own house. And wasn't this one on Disney Channel? Yeah, I think it was. Let's have a look. Yeah, and he was in cahoots with Josh Peck as well. He's Disney Channel. Jew from Disney Channel. Josh Peck. And a lot of these you may not even hear about, which is good. I don't want anyone to know about it. It's good, better if you really don't know about any of this, obviously. But scary Disney myths. Like, all that Shane Dawson's ever done is just creepy shit. Just creepy shit. Travel with us to Disney World. No thanks. And you gotta realise all these like YouTubers, like, they're all Freemasons. I've told you as well. Most Freemasons, right, in the world you've never heard of. You won't know about, because they're all hidden. So just keep that in mind as well. The biggest Freemasons in the world, like the Rothschilds. Do you ever hear of the Rothschilds? Do you ever fucking hear jack shit about the Rothschilds? Where they live, what they do every day? Anything about them? No, you don't. So this is what I'm saying. The biggest Freemasons, you don't even know about, because they're behind the stage doing all the other shit while you're asleep, while you're being distracted by all the nonsense. They're the ones behind the stage, fucking about with you and working on destruction of humanity with their AI and all their other shit. That's what they're doing. Most of the biggest Freemasons you'll never even hear about or see. So just bear that in mind. These, is a pyramid. It's a pyramid. You get ones, you get higher ones, you get lower ones. And that's how it is. It's not always straightforward with this shit. But the truth is straightforward, and that's what you got to bear in mind. The thing with lies, right, is they're complicated. They're mixed with things. They're twisted. They're smoke and mirrors. The truth ain't like that. The truth is straight up truth. One thing, one ingredient, truth. Simple. Lies are what's complicated. Lies is what you're caught up in. That's why you're unable to awaken, because you're caught up in the lies. You're asleep still. Oh, look at this. Discuss if Disney Channel made porn. I'm gonna click on this video because it's not of his channel.
Hey, what's up, you guys?
It's channel. It's channel.
I don't know about you, but sometimes when I'm watching the Disney Channel,
I'm not giving this freak any views. It's on someone else's channel.
I say, is this porn? So today I decided to do a quiz that would see if I could tell the difference between Disney Channel original movie titles and porn names. All I know is my favorite Disney Channel original movie is Life Size, where Tyra is a Barbie doll and then she comes to life and then Lindsay Lohan has to take care of her. But then Tyra's like, girl, I'm independent, I'm moving on. And then Lindsay Lohan's like, don't leave me, I need you.
As I said, with the whole Freemasonry thing, it's a pyramid. So, you know, this...
Wow, that's so true. Literally the story of Lindsay's life. Alright, let's get started.
A lot of these biggest Freemasons you'll never hear about, as I said, for example, the Rothschilds, like that guy on that video that I was watching earlier, the ex-cop exposes Freemason cult of police. Watch that video, that's on my channel, you can watch that. It's all free. There's no fake there's no fake fucking brand deals or any of that nonsense you get with all these shield channels with the verification ticks. There's none of that bullshit. Straight up truth. Watch that video if you like. I know the guy talks a bit about like, but he's talking truth. This guy, he is talking truth there, and I really like that video. It's a brilliant video. And as I said, he was explaining about the Rothschilds, and he was saying, and yeah, as I said about the Rothschilds, they are high degree Freemasons. But do you ever hear about the Rothschilds? No, you never hear about them. You know, you just don't hear about the Rothschilds. But they're like this little myth. They're like this little thing that you hear about. They're really rich rich family with their own fake currency. They're rich. A really rich family apparently. And do you ever hear about them? No, because they're doing this evil, sinister shit while you're being distracted by all these fucking puppets right here that are also Satanists. But there's branches, and there's levels and tiers to the Freemason pyramid. That's why they have a pyramid in Freemasonry, because there's tiers to it. You get higher degrees and you get lower degrees, and it's as simple as that. And it is all manifested into different variations. You got YouTube, Google. They're all the same thing, manifesting and in different variations of the exact same thing. It's one world order. It's one world order written on the dollar note. I got a picture of this somewhere. 1 second. Written on the dollar note, which they still use now, an American dollar note. America's very communist, fascist, Satanist place. Oh look, here's a picture. See that? That's KSI doing the code of silence there. This one's really shot up. Really shot up, hasn't it? In the Freemasonry business. All you see is this wonky faced fucking orangutan all over the site. That's all you ever sees. Uvus Ordo Seclorum. They still got. I don't know how to pronounce this bullshit, and I don't need to pronounce it. I don't give a fuck how to pronounce it. They still use these dollar notes, by the way. They still use them. Do you want to know what that translates to? I'll show you now. I went right on to Google, and I'll show you what it translates to. Here, in Arabic, Egyptian. Egyptian is and Arabic is also Masonic, by the way. It translates to, he has favoured our undertakings, a new order of the ages. A new order of the ages. They want a world order, a new world order of the new ages. That's what they want. They want a one world order. Why are they writing things like that on a fucking dollar note? What the fuck is that supposed to mean? And what the fuck is money? What even is money? It's a piece of paper. Like, it's a tree. I can go and cut down a tree and make my own money if I wanted to. Like, the point is that you don't own nothing in this world. You only own yourself. That's the only thing you own in this world. So, of course, money is going to be satanic because it's just evil. It's just illusions. It's masonry. It's nonsense. It's nonsensical. Big surprise that they're putting little fucking things like that on it. And they're putting this on it as well. with the pyramid, with the one eye. Freemasonry, Satanism, the one all-seeing satanic eye. And guess who they used to put on the money note? Oh yeah, there's another one. 1 second. That one, Lakers. That's all satanic. The basketball sports are all satanic as well. Sorry to fucking break it to you, but yeah. 32. They're always got 32 for 33. There you go, 32. And as I'm going to show you, if you look on the money system, the British money notes, you have this one printed out on it. If you look on the British notes, these are all Masons. High degree very evil, this one here. This lizard. Fucking alien bastard. And why are they hiding it? There's one and it has Charles Darwin on it. There it is. This is one of the old ones. Charles Darwin, right? It was printed on our old £10. Our old. It has nothing to do with me. I'm not part. I don't give a fuck. This is nonsense. Charles Darwin's been printed on the banknote. Who is Charles Darwin? Why is he being printed on a banknote? Well, I'll go into why. Guess what Charles Darwin is? Guess what Charles Darwin is? He's a Freemason. Doing the code of silence as an actual photo. And he's the one who came up with the satanic evolution bullshit. Which evolution's all satanic, by the way. It's got no substance, no sense, make no sense out of it. It's bullshit. It's just illusions. Look, doing a hand in the jacket. There's a photo of him right there doing a hand in the jacket. A high degree Freemason, high degree Satanist. Just like all these alien politicians. They're not even humans. They're not humans at all. Doing a code of silence. Doing a hand in the jacket. Freemason. Printing out on our money. Not my money, because I don't. But they try to say it's our money, don't they? They try to say that's how you get through in life with money. See, like Egyptian. Representation of Horus, son of the Egyptian god. Horus is drawn from Dictionary of Symbol. So it's Egyptian, and I've always knew this about the ancient Egypt. There's a reason why they push ancient Egypt on you. All it is a pile of rubble, and we're constantly having that bullshit pushed on us all the fucking time. I had it when I was younger. It ain't being pushed on you for nothing. It is a satanic business, satanic malarkey going on there with the one eye, and all of the coding. Yeah. Is a code of silence doing there, and that's the one that's printed on our banknotes. That's the one who they had printed out on our banknotes. I remember this because I used to hold like these banknotes. Do you know what I mean? They tried to hide them now. Look, Charles Darwin. I used to have these banknotes. We used to spend them. I'm just talking words here. Just literally just words. There's nothing else to it. Nothing else to it in this world other than words. But yeah. Freemason, Satanist, that's cuts to the chase. Satanist, Charles Darwin. Satanist. Of the high degree as well. So this one's killed a baby. This one's killed people. This one's raped children. This one's sacrificed people, bathed in blood. sodomized. You know what I mean? And if anyone's to blame for actually following this one, it's you, because they're targeting you. So you only have control over yourself in this world. So you are to blame if you're believing in this shit, and if you're actually fucking buying money, you're believing money, and you're believing in government, and you're actually listening and consuming it as real, you're to blame. Sorry, but that's the truth. That's the only way you can slice it. It's the only way I can put it to you. Because you are in control of your body, and you are in control of your own discernment, and whether you are fucking listening to this bullshit and buying this fucking satanic nonsense. Makes me sick. But yeah. Been on for over an hour now. So I am going to post this. I am going to post this video. And then I might make another one later. Alright?